In the papers today, David Cameron used his annual party conference on Wednesday to predict that the books would soon be balanced, allowing income tax cuts for 30 million people. However, Chris Giles of the Financial Times points out that the reality of UK borrowing and debt is pretty ugly, with public borrowing this year still expected to be about £95 billion, 5.5% of national income. Britain has one of the worst deficits in the world. Despite faster economic growth than expected, taxes on incomes are falling short of the Office for Budget Responsibility's forecasts, according to the fiscal watchdog. On the spending side, politicians have not yet announced how they will find the savings that will be needed, which according to the IFS will be far in excess of the 25 billion figure Mr Cameron used. Paul Johnson, director of the IFS, told fringe events at both party conferences that less than half of the deficit reduction that would be required has happened to date. Those who have looked at the numbers therefore believe that the next Parliament will be more of a slog than a breeze. Payday lender Wonga is writing off £220 million worth of debts it announced yesterday. The move means around 330,000 customers who are more than 30 days in arrears will owe Wonga nothing. A further 45,000 borrowers up to 29 days behind with their payments will be allowed to pay off their debts without interest or charges over 4 months. The lender has also agreed to watchdog demands that to make significant changes to its business practices. Boomerang children cost their middle-aged parents an average of £72 a week, a report has found. It said that a quarter of all over 50s have adult children still living with them in the family home, and they are often allowed to get away without paying rent or bills. The survey of 2,500 people found that 1 in 10 of all parents over 50 allow their children to live at home free of charge. On average, this ends up costing parents £3,750 a year. And finally, in property news, the government's £12 billion subsidised mortgage scheme has been given the all-clear by the Bank of England. In a letter to the Chancellor, Mark Carney said Help to Buy did not pose a risk to financial stability and had not driven up house prices. The bank decided against lowering the price cap on eligible properties or raising the fees charged. The bank also called for formal powers to set limits on debt to income and loan to value ratios to preempt any future property bubble.